Alright, so of course I've got some rather obvious but big news. Nintendo has finally, probably months too late, revealed their new console, previously codenamed NX, called the Nintendo Switch, and, much to my not really much at all surprise, it's exactly what we thought it would basically be. It's a handheld unit that slips into sort of a docking station of sorts where you can hook it up to your television and play games through it like that. And it is essentially like a Wii U gamepad, only, it has removable modules and stuff like that, so you can probably change out controller types and shit if you want. So they'll probably sell different modules for that too. You can hook this thing up to your TV, you can make it portable, you can bring it wherever you want to go. I have a feeling that it's probably going to be the next 3DS, and I think that this is a really genius marketing way, or marketing thing for Nintendo, because what they're doing is they're taking the popularity of their handhelds and they're implementing it into a home console as well. So they already know that they've got handhelds in the bag. No one can fucking touch Nintendo handhelds, and I believe I think the games are on cartridges or like cards. So yeah, it's a handheld. It's like a Nintendo handheld and a home console mixed into one thing. So I think it's going to be the successor to both Wii U and 3DS. So Nintendo has their whole handheld thing behind the NX, or the Nintendo Switch as we now know it. So that means that most likely with the third-party support that's already confirmed for Switch, which I'll talk about in just a little bit, and the fact that, well, you know, their handhelds kick ass. Like they are literally the top of the top as far as the handheld, business goes. No one can fucking touch Nintendo with handhelds. So that's fucking great. They're actually taking that's their success with handheld consoles, putting it into a home console and having a hybrid. I really like that idea. We've known that it's probably going to be like this, but now that I actually see it in action, I think it could really be very successful for Nintendo if they, especially if they market it correctly, which they seem to be doing this time around. They are actually marketing it already, which is fucking great. They need to have commercials out on TV. People need to know so that they know what it is, unlike what happened with the Wii U. That no one knew what the fucking Wii U was when it came out. Even gamers were confused. Like, is it just like an add-on to the Wii? Or what? No one actually knew, but this time I think Nintendo is actually going to turn it around and definitely say, okay, this is what we're doing. This is our new product. It is new, is an entirely new thing. There you go. So I really like seeing it in action, and well, at least in the trailer, it looks really fucking cool. I mean, the docking station isn't some giant ass thing. I don't know what kind of hardware the system is running, but I think it's hopefully more capable than the Wii U, at least somewhat up to par with like Xbox One at the very least, because Xbox One is fundamentally the least powerful of the current console generation as far as PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are concerned. So as long as it can get up to Xbox One standards, it's perfectly fine for me. They do need to be up to date with graphics because, again, if you're not up to date, if you're behind your competition, you're not going to sell as well. That's just a fact. But if there's other innovations in place that can override that can definitely happen, because this has happened in history where less powerful machines like, the Wii, even though the Wii was literally just a casual gimmick, it still was rather innovative and it did outsell as a result. So let's hope that the Nintendo Switch does that, only in a good way, so that it's not just a complete gimmick. And it actually looks very functional. It looks very neat, but very functional. It's a gimmick, of course, but I think it's a functional one. It's one that's going to work. It's one that's actually going to benefit you, not just something that you'll just get sick of after a while. It's something that will allow you to have a Nintendo handheld and a Nintendo home console in one package, and I really like that. Of course, we don't really know anything else about it. All we know is that it now properly exists as what we thought it pretty much would. So yeah, let's get on to third-party support. Nintendo themselves posted an entire fucking list of third-party backers for the Switch. And I gotta say, good fucking job, because I personally have been harping on you for the past fucking year and a half now about Nintendo, get third-party support. Nintendo, get third-party support. Nintendo, get third-party support. Nintendo, get third-party support. Please get third-party fucking support. You need it more than anything else. They're listening. They're fucking listening. They're getting third-party support. That giant fucking list, including mega developers like EA, whatever you think of them, will still make money for the NX and sell units. That's very important. There's a lot of big developers on that list too. So we'll definitely see what comes out of those guys for the Switch. So it's getting third-party support. We know that. They've been talking to developers under wraps. We can already tell that because of all the list. They've definitely been talking to developers behind our backs, I guess you could say. And they've been setting this up very secretly. Even the developers have been very secretive about it. They haven't said anything about it. So I think I know why a lot of EA execs are saying that they're excited for NX now, because they've been secretly talking to Nintendo about it without actually letting anyone know. So if EA likes it, EA is turning their act around lately, so I can trust them a little bit more. It's not they're not as bad as fucking Konami, which I'll never probably trust again. But yeah, it looks really fucking cool so far. I really like this so far. I am absolutely going to get one. It looks like something that I absolutely do want to invest in, for both aspects, the handheld and the the portable aspect and the home console aspect. I will most likely be using it as a home console, but once portable games start coming out exclusively for it, I might do that. I don't know for sure if it's going to replace the DS line quite yet, because DS, the whole dual screen thing, is a big thing. So I don't know for sure if it is absolutely going to succeed the DS line, but because the DS, the whole thing with the DS, one of the whole reason that people like it is because of the dual screen aspect, which is the fucking name. That's what DS stands for. So I'm not entirely sure this is going to completely, overrun DS and 3DS. But I think it might more or less work alongside it. So who knows? We can only really speculate. I do think that it's probably going to work alongside 3DS, but it still has the whole handheld thing going for it, because, again, nothing can touch Nintendo handhelds. And in this case, you don't actually have to be on the same network as your main console, with the Wii U. You can bring it anywhere and play your games. So I thought that was really cool. I gotta say, that part with that dude playing Skyrim Remastered on the fucking plane, that looks sick. Actually playing AAA titles on the go. Holy fuck, that looks fucking incredible. Sign me the fuck up for that if it works that well. Only time will tell if that will actually be the case, but holy shit. That's fucking revolutionary. Genuinely revolutionary. That's incredible. That is the fucking future. I really fucking like that. Imagine if I could play fucking, Battlefield 1 or something like that. That'd be fucking crazy. And EA is supporting it. They're on the official list of backers. So what if we get Battlefield 1 on Switch, and you can just hop on a fucking plane and just, take the fucking stand, have this, flip out the stand on the fucking, handheld thing and play fucking, Battlefield 1 on a fucking plane, just hanging out. Yeah, granted, if you're going to be playing Battlefield 1 on a plane, be sure to use headphones. Just saying, for obvious reasons. But yeah, I think that's going to be really fucking cool. That looks really fucking sick. And if there's one thing that I can definitely say that I saw in the trailer that is fucking amazing, there's actually going to be a real fucking controller for when you have it hooked into the dock and you want to play it on your TV. A real controller that comes with the console. Thank you, Nintendo. We've been asking for this since you released the fucking Wii. We want a normal fucking controller. I can't believe they've actually listened, because I thought that they still had that thing in their mind where they didn't listen to anyone, particularly Western markets. So they listened. They fucking listened. They know we want a controller. They gave us a fucking controller, so not only do you have the things on the console itself, but you have a controller for when you want to play it on your TV, like a proper controller. It looks very similar to an Xbox One controller. Holy shit. Finally, we're getting a fucking controller. A normal one. Okay, so the design of the console itself, I really fucking like it. It's really slick. It's very easy to put together when you want to swap it out. It looks really great just aesthetically. It's a very aesthetically pleasing thing. The dock, the console itself, it looks fucking awesome, and the fact that it's getting third-party games is fucking incredible because holy shit, it needs that. I really just love this thing. I can't express how happy I am that they're listening, that they listen to us. You know, they finally listened to us. They got rid of that arrogance, at least somewhat, and they're turning their shit around. That's fucking amazing. And they're advertising it well. They're doing all of this stuff. They're actually putting proper effort into getting the word out. And the press is all over it right now, of course, you know. I just watched my fucking feed blow the fuck up. So, yeah, design looks fucking great. It looks like it's gonna be really fucking cool. I gotta say, Nintendo, I didn't think I was gonna say this, you know, I didn't think I was gonna end up saying this, you know, like a month ago or anything like that, but I really think you just hit it out of the fucking park. Genuinely. Like, I really mean that. I really think you've got something genuinely revolutionary here. It looks fucking amazing. It looks functional while also looking, you know, aesthetically pleasing, and you know, it has that gimmick side to it, but it's actually functional, it seems. And I really do think that since you've got this third-party support behind it already, you've hit it out of the fucking park. Especially, and if you advertise it properly, even better. Then you'll really have a successful console. I really think that you could kick some serious fucking ass with this. So my opinion on this, fucking killer. I'm gonna be getting one for fucking sure. So yeah, I mean, what else can I really say? So it looks fucking incredible. I'm glad they've been listening to us this entire time. They haven't said or acted like it, but they have been listening. And Nintendo, I've got to say, I really appreciate it, and I think you've got a fucking winner here. I gotta be honest, I really think you've got a fucking winner here. Hardware aside, like, you know, the power of the hardware, you can already tell it's powerful enough to run third-party exclusive games that developers want to put out for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't have the support right now. So you can tell it's going to be at least powerful enough, which is good. That's good. It's going to be at least essentially on the level of the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Hopefully. It looks like it's going to, since it's getting that support. So they've been listening. That's fucking great. I'm going to shut up now. You already heard enough. So if you liked the video, remember to like it. If you like my channel, remember to subscribe, because that helps so much. And I will see you in the next one. Holy shit, guys.